Muddy River catfishing. Today I want to do a little demonstration on how catfish bite and what they're doing. So for those of you who are just learning, you can know what's happening when you're getting a bite and know how to fish in a river or stream like this one back here. So just give you a little, a couple of tips about it. So as you can see, I've got my rod and it's just sitting on a fork stick here. Nothing big, nothing fancy, but this is just for the demonstration. If you're fishing at a bank, if you can see the river or the stream behind me, the current is flowing off to, which would be my left. So the current is flowing that way. Now when I'm fishing this, I want to cast either straight across or anywhere downstream. I don't want to cast upstream. I never fish upstream, and the reason for that is because of the way the catfish bite. What catfish are doing is they're swimming with their faces towards the current, so they're facing upstream. So as they're swimming up and they find your bait or they find food, they bite it, and the majority of the time they run with it downstream, and that's to get it and get away. If they're in a school of catfish, one of them will grab it and they'll run downstream to get it away from the other ones as he's eating it. So if you're fishing upstream, instead of seeing a bite like you normally would, you don't see that bite. The fish grabs it and he's pulling the bait to you, so your line goes slack. So if you see your line going slack and you're fishing upstream, you're not sure what's going on. You could have a bite, maybe your bait just moved, maybe a branch caught it and it's pulling it down, or something's going on. You're not sure what's happening. But when you're fishing downstream, you can always tell what's happening with your bait. So all that being said, let's look at how catfish bite. So let's check that out. Alright, so here we're looking at the tip of my rod, and it's just sitting in the water, and then along comes a fish and he bites. So then you see this number going on, right? Okay, that right there is probably a little fish just nibbling at your bait. Just doing that. He's not really taking it. Just kind of tasting it. He'll stop. He'll bite it again. Usually that's just a small fish biting and tasting your bait. Maybe he can't fit it in his mouth, or maybe he's just curious about it and he's just kind of bumping it to get a better taste of it. Sometimes a big one will bite like that, but not usually. So that's a little fish biting. Now when a big catfish comes along, he bites a lot different than them little ones. He'll come and he'll bite it and he'll run with it. So you'll see your rod, you'll see that, and he'll just start taking it like that, and you'll see that rod just load up like that. And he'll just be pulling it like that. And if he's strong enough, he could pull it off a forked stick and your rod will be gone. So that's just for you beginners out there, that's just a little difference between how small catfish bite and how big catfish bite, and as well as fishing in a river or stream, where to cast, where not to cast. I mean, if once you get the hang of it, if you want to fish upstream and cast upstream, it takes a lot more work, and you have to really pay attention to what you're doing to catch those fish. So my best bet is I just cast downstream always. So as always, thanks for watching, and we'll see you next time.